This is a video discussing the UDP Pinger server and client program. So this discussion is about the actual purpose of the program and what it really does. So here we have the code for it. So what this program is for is to demonstrate the unreliable nature of UDP, because UDP stands for Unreliable Data Transfer, well, Unreliable Data Protocol. So it what this program does is you have two parts. There's a server and a client. So let's first start with the server. So here we have all the imports. We import multiple threads so that we could have this as an actual interface. And so what you do is the program binds a socket. Here we have it, and it's to a predetermined port. So it binds a socket on port 12,000, and then it has an infinite loop. And so we have a timeout event set. So the timeout is set to 1. So it tries to get a message from the socket, and then it puts a delay in the timer. Then it puts the message to uppercase, and if it's less than 4, the random integer from 1 to 10, if it's less than 4, the program considers the packet lost, which it's not actually lost, it just will not send it. But so if the number's less than 4, you just continue going and nothing happens. Otherwise, send the message to through the socket to the specified address. And so if there's a timeout, then you just go on still and then close the socket after it's done, and then show that the server's down. And then this is to create the buttons that come up when you can put the server up or down depending on what you're trying to test. So now we'll go to the client and show what the client actually does. So the client the purpose of this is the client is going to send 10 messages, and they could be lost, they could time out, or they could come back, and it should show you how long it took to get to the server and back, because we implemented a random time delay on the actual server. So there should be a delay in how long it takes the message to go back and forth, even though in reality there would be none, since there would be almost none since this is on a local machine. But so we're importing everything we need. We're setting the server to localhost and the server port to 12,000, just like the server. And then we're opening a socket. Now we're setting the message. So what this is doing is sending a message ping. So for x in range 0 to 10, so loop 10 times, because we want to send 10 different packets. We want to send to the client socket the message, and this is or send from the client socket to the destination. And then you start a timer by saying variable A is the time. So this is the time right after the message is sent. Then set a timeout to 2, so that's longer than the timeout on the server. And then attempt this. So we're attempting to get the message back from the socket. So the modified message and the address is from the received from the socket, so it will be coming from the server. Then right after we receive the message back, we're getting the time B, and then the difference in A and B will be output the message, and then the difference from A, B, and A will be C, which is the round trip time. So C is equal to B to A, and then output the time is C, and we want it written in microseconds, and this is from the date time function. And then close the socket, or if there is a timeout, so if we never get anything back, print timeout, and then close the socket, and then